Coach, you're going up against a tough secondary this week. How has the offense been preparing for guys like Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib?
Well, we think we've gathered a pretty good secondary here ourselves. So we've had good practices throughout training camp, and we've had been tested somewhat every day in practice. So I think our guys are up for the challenge. They've had a chance to. Obviously gone against Aqib Talib in Denver, so they've had a chance to face him. Some of our players here and some of our new players are looking forward to the challenge.
How's that familiarity help at all, just in terms of going forward and preparing for?
I think it certainly helps. I think experience. And I think you'd ask any player if that had a chance to go against another player in the league that having that experience of going up against them would be play to their advantage. And so we've had a chance. They've seen both of these guys, Peters and Talib, in the division. They've had a chance to go against them. So I think they're looking forward to the challenge.
What makes you get to Aaron Donald up close? What makes him so special? Were you kind of hoping his holdout might extend 1 week?
Yeah, he's just he's a powerful player. He's excellent work ethic, excellent teammate, great leader up front, but just a real powerful player that possesses great quickness. And a rare combination of strength and speed to go with that power. But
you guys obviously have a lot of the interior of your line. This is kind of the strength of your line of the interior there. Even some with Sue and Donald. What kind of matchup is that going to be?
Yeah, I think it's a great matchup, and our guys are looking forward to it. I'm sure the Rams are as well. I think anytime you get a chance to compete against the best at your position in the league, it's no different than our wide receivers getting to go against a very talented secondary. I think they relish the challenge, but most people on the outside would look at the two rosters and say certainly the three inside guys have been labeled as our strength, and their two inside guys now with Sue there and Donald would be considered their strength up front. So we're looking forward to a real competitive matchup there, and it'll be exciting to watch.
How similar is being on John's staff as to Sean's staff?
I used to say Sean used to use a lot of Grudenisms, and how he spoke to the team and his message and mannerisms. I think there was a lot of similarities there that Sean had picked up, but certainly they're two different coaches, two different people. But it was when I first got to Sean's staff, I thought that was entertaining, to say the least, on some of the mannerisms that he used.
He was quality control in Tampa in your year there too?
Yes.
Was that when you first met him?
Yes, first met him when John brought him on into Tampa there to work on offense, and he worked with the wide receivers. He helped Richard Mann with the wide receivers and did a lot of the preparation work there, but very bright at that time. Knew he was very bright coach, hard worker, and a good person to be around.
Has Colton lived up to what you guys expected of him when you took him in the first round?
We're excited. Obviously it's a 16-game schedule ahead of us, but what we've seen so far is everything that we thought. Again, the scouting department did a fantastic job, and the coaches in evaluating that player. He's everything that everyone had penned on paper as to who they thought he was. And I wouldn't say he's exceeded our expectations, because we had high expectations of him when we brought him in here, but he's done a great job thus far.
What similarities do you see in Jared Goff and Derek as quarterbacks?
They're both very accurate passers. I mean, to compare them, they're just both intelligent, accurate passers. They make great decisions with the football. They've done that from day one, and I just think they had great quarterback instincts. You recognize at an early age, both as Jared as a second-year player, and I thought Derek as a rookie, and now Derek is certainly matured, but both have great QB instincts, and they're good decision makers, but they're both very accurate with football.
Derek's only had 11 snaps all preseason. Jared Goff didn't have any, I believe. Is that the new wave of the way teams are going to do things? Or?
We'll see if that's how it plays out. I would say if the Raiders and the Rams had a lot of success this season with very few injuries, then that would definitely be the wave. So time will tell. But I think our players are fresh. I would bet that the Rams players would say that they feel fresh going in the regular season, and it's anyone that's ever been a part of a team that's lost key players in the preseason. It's not worth it. When you look back and see what the injuries were. But if you're fortunate enough to get through the preseason and get a lot of good work against a number of different quality opponents and get through injury-free, then that's an advantage as well. But we just felt we wanted our players to be fresh, and we wanted to be our best players to be on the field when the regular season started.
Two more guys.
What were your thoughts on McCarron coming in, and what's it been like getting him up to speed so far?
Yeah, really like AJ McCarron. Again, I think the scouting department, we'd had an eye on him. had been evaluating him through the preseason with the thought that maybe there might be an opportunity for some of those quarterbacks or one of those quarterbacks on that team to become available. We had some intel on AJ from other coaches that had worked with him, but we liked the player again, and we are happy to get him. He's been good since he's been here. He's been a quick study in terms of picking up the offense. He's been in the building, from dawn till dusk every day. Just a real pleasure to have him right now. Kind of everything that we thought he was too.